What's up, everybody? Murray and J08 is here with a new episode of Murray Chat. And today I want to talk about the disastrous launch of the disastrous launch of the biggest game of the year, the biggest AAA game of 2020. There's been a lot of games this year come out, but let's be honest. Cyberpunk 2077 is the biggest launch, the biggest release of 2020. It has been on people's radar probably for many years. It has been delayed and delayed. And it's got a history. A very good, positive history. CD Projekt Red, the team behind it. CD Projekt Red is probably one of the best gaming studios, gaming developers on the planet, as far as well-respected. CD Projekt Red can do no wrong. They are respected in the gaming community. Okay? So, even if you are against pre-ordering games, it's a CD Projekt Red game. Here's my money. Here's my money. I'm putting money down. I'm buying it. They have so much trust in people. And what's happened is a complete 180. Where, I'll be honest with you, I've been through it all and I've never seen anything like it. The only thing I could see that's this close is maybe Hello Games with No Man's Sky. Sean Murray. Not me. The other Sean Murray. He was the most respected, loved guy in the world, and he went overnight to be one of the most hated guys in the world, where people couldn't stand him. He was getting death threats. And like hours before, he was getting praise. But then he redeemed himself. And now he's like back to being loved again. He's back on his promise. So it went from like the highest you could imagine to the lowest, back to high again. Right now, CD Projekt Red is low. They haven't reached their high yet. I believe, and I've talked and had discussions with people, I believe they will. I believe they will. It's early yet. I believe sometime next year. I've already been reading fixes on the patches. It's coming along. But right now, they're in a world of hurt. And are they ever going to ever have that trust again like they did days before this game came out? I don't think so. I think that's lost. The days of CD Projekt Red, the Witcher 3 days are gone. And it's a shame, because it could have been so good if they would have delayed it maybe one more time. And I'm hearing good things. I'm hearing things, you know, luckily I have a decent experience. Playing on this Series X, a friend's Series X that I went to over the weekend, a couple weekends to play this game. I played some on a 1X. I do own my copy now. And as of the recording of this, I haven't picked up my personal Series X yet. But I heard on the PlayStation platform, on the base PlayStation, it's a disaster. And I heard that recently on tweets that got better with these new hot fixes. So, but, you know, you have to understand something. they have to review the game in the state it's in now. They got your $60. So it's what, you want to play the game now, not in February. They're saying in February it's going to be pretty much all patched up. Yeah, but you bought the game already, though, and the game was in development for how many years? Originally slated for PS4 and Xbox One. So people need to get what they paid for. We can't keep giving these developers, no matter who they are, a pass. We can't keep saying that this is acceptable. Apparently, the players are having a voice finally, and it's getting down to where this is not going to be accepted anymore. Whereas Sony, out of all people, and they never do this, trust me, I know. I just had a battle with them if you watch the video previous to this. Sony removed CD Projekt Red's Cyberpunk 2077 from the PSN PlayStation's digital store. They stopped selling it until further notice. They took it down. What does that say? They started issuing refunds. What does that tell you? When Sony does something like that, you know there's a problem. They must have said to CD Projekt Red, okay, we gave you a chance to help to figure out this refund thing. Now we're stepping in. I mean, these people were getting ready to get lawsuits. It was so bad. That's sad. That's unfortunate. It sucks because CD Projekt Red will never be the CD Projekt Red hours before this game came out, like The Witcher 3 CD Projekt Red. And that sucks. I can only hope that they build themselves back up like Hello Games did with No Man's Sky. And they get to where people, where the game is very good, the way it was supposed to be. Because the game is good, just not at a technical stance. What is there when it works is excellent. And I'm lucky enough to have the Microsoft side of it. I bought the Microsoft version, knowing these things ahead. And lucky enough to be getting a Series X and to have played it on a Series X. And they say that is the best platform to play it on. Unfortunately, not everybody has a Series X, and not everybody has the Xbox version. So I feel bad. It should work equally on every platform. And technically, the Series X is playing the Xbox One version, just upgraded with the new hardware. The Series X version technically isn't even out yet. They say when that comes out, it's going to be even better. I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully, by the time I start my playthrough for my channel, that version will be out. Because my Series X will be hooked up by then, and I will be ready to do the Cyberpunk playthrough, and by then, hopefully, a lot of the patches will be out. But for people now, I feel bad. It's just not right. It's not right. And you got to understand something. What about the people that got the refund? You think those people are going to come back when the game is fixed and buy it again? No, they're not. You've lost those customers. Maybe when it's in the bargain bin, but you're not going to get them again to come back when it's full priced. You're not going to get them to come back. They've already got their money refunded. And how does that look on Sony's end? They had to remove that game from their store. Could you imagine how much money they lost? It was supposed to be Game of the Year. It was supposed to be a biggest title of the year. I'm not talking some tiny indie game that they took off the PSN store. I'm talking about the biggest AAA game in development they had to take off. Think about that. From one of the biggest trusted names in gaming, CD Projekt Red. These were people that were against unfinished games. These were people that were against price gouging, DLC, microtransactions, nickel and diming you. This was the team of people that stood for the players. What does that say about them now? How do they recover from this? I guess people said the same thing about, I mean, even if you think about it, even Fallout 76 and Anthem didn't have this happen to them. Wow. You know, I've been doing a lot of thinking. And I can't imagine a diehard fan that's been patiently waiting for this game and bought like the collector's edition and bought it on the base PS4, because let's face it, not everybody jumped to next gen yet. You can't even get them. You can't even get the, especially PlayStation 5. And they're playing it at home on a base PS4, and they're having a terrible freaking time. It's terrible. What a taste in their mouth that's going to leave. How do you win those players back? Guys, what do you think? Cyberpunk, one of the biggest disasters of the year? What do you think? Take care, guys. Hope to see you on the next episode of Murray Chat. Chime in the comments. What do you think? Have you played it? What was your experience? What platform did you play it on? And let me know. Take care, guys.